Let me know what you guys think. This is the second boat I've done recently that had this style of transom. I've detailed boats for 20 years, and you just really grow to appreciate a freshly all-gripped boat. All right, guys, welcome back to the harbor. Welcome aboard this 2000 40-foot Pacific Trawler. Kind of a rare boat. Let's jump in. The boat has just been painted, I say, 2023, so 2 years old, but I mean, it looks like it just got painted. Beautiful color, really love that. I'm gonna call it like a seafoam green. Topsides were painted, the non-skid was painted a gray, bottom paint was done last year. Very sweet boat, down here in Marco Island. Let's jump in. Can't wait to show you guys this boat. Haven't done a cool, really like unique trawler in a while. It's just what I wanted to do when I started my channel, primarily. And so here we go. Look at that. Completely open transom, open cockpit. I'll show you that in a little bit. Look at this paint job first though. Just a beautiful color. I'm thinking about painting my little skiff this color. With the white top, that big bow flared out, just really pretty lines. It's just what I think of when I think of a trawler. It's something like this. You're gonna see this boat is very simple, really capable, really just a beautiful boat for a couple to cruise the loop on, or all of the beautiful waters of Florida, Gulf Coast, which is where we're at now. Window frames have been painted. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of history about the boat as best as I can, but these boats were started in the 1960s, 1969 actually, built in Japan. For 10 years or so, they built wooden hulled boats, and then the owner moved, or somebody bought it, I think, bought the molds. Well, no, I guess they didn't use molds, right? The owner moved the company to California, and Seattle has been built in both places. And yeah, somebody from Nordic Tugs came along and joined the company, or bought the company. You'll have to get all the details online if you're really interested, but it's got a lot of Nordic Tug look, a lot of stuff on it. It's like, wait a second, am I on a Nordic Tug? But no, I'm not. I'm on a Pacific Trawler. And now look at this. This extends the cockpit. These staple stainless handrails, they all come up. You can leave them in, you can take them off. It makes just, look at how easy this is to board this boat. So simple. If you got a falling sea and you take a wave over the, over the stern, it flushes right out. Let me know what you guys think. This is the second boat I've done recently that had this style of transom. Let me know what you think. Give me the negatives on it. The positives are, add so much more room. You could easily just pop a few of them out. You slide in kayaks, paddle boards. You could also go right out the back too if things went wrong. So there's a negative for you, but let's stay focused on the positive. We got this house cleats. We've got a nice aluminum. These are aluminum treads with a stainless ladder going up to the Flybridge. We've got another access though, and I'll show you that in a moment. Let's pop this open right here. It's Lazarette and see what we're looking at. We got storage here. There's our post for the rudder. This is a single engine, diesel, of course. Now you can't hop up from here, but I suppose you could if you, maybe is that what that's for? I'm not sure. Where does that little step go? But you can come up and down the side if you had to. You've got handrails up top. So in a pinch you could go up and down. And yeah, same thing here, I guess. I've only been on the boat 30 minutes and I'm just now realizing, yeah, you can't get up forward without going through. So what we will do is, well, you know what? I'm going to show you my old detailing skills. Look at that. Not a bad step. Not a bad step. While I'm passing her, she does have a torpedo for the dinghy. Those are sweet little electric motors. Pricey too. That goes with it. Look at this beautiful combing. Look at that. Boy, what a shine. Nice grab rails heading up here. I think he said it was a 65-pound Mantis and a Lofren's Tigris windlass. That thing looks like it's got another 100 years in it. I mean, or 100 years, I should say. This is some serious equipment and ground tackle. Wash down hose here, keep the mud off the anchor. We've got our foot pedals. Take a look at that. Non-skid. The owner put these on. Just a very simple magnetic screen. And yeah, there you go. You got a light up top. We got our horn. Really cool. I'll try to remember to show you this later. Dutch door. Pop the door open as you're the captain. You can yell as you're going by. If you got a heavy seas, you don't have to completely open it, but you can get some air. And here we go. Up top. I mean, if that doesn't look like a Nordic tug to me, to you, you haven't been on one. That Nordic tugs, it's always just faux and for looks, but this actually has a purpose, and it stores the propane. Starlink ready to go. Got a little step up here, and you are on the pilot house, and you're up here. Oh wow, look at this. Just notice this, man. So cool. You are right on the nose of the bow. You're probably, I don't know, 12 feet maybe. Well, yeah, so there's give and take, right? So when you're backing her down, it kind of feels like you're blind out back, but you can sure see what's going on up front right here on the bow. We've got Ray Marine products, got the camera hooked up, got a multi-function here, side power. The current owners upgraded the bow thruster. She said it just wasn't cutting it. So that's new and improved. There's some bench seating with some storage. Did do a really good job though on this paint, I'd say. Bimini top covered with the boot. And a full radar mast, again, just giving it that look for, that trawler commercial kind of look. Functional though, because it does have the boom to raise and lower the tender. Rib inflatable, Old Glory out the back. And a quick look. Hey, no, it's an American tug. I was gonna say there's a Nordic tug. At this beautiful little quaint marina down in Marco Island. Tell you what, guys, this is paradise. Soak it in. Beautiful, sunny Florida at its best. My first time on Marco Island, South Florida, kind of close to Naples. Pacific Trawlers. Sweet ride. Really nice. Let's head on down here. Once again, actually, I tell you what, we haven't gone down. Now, oh, I almost forgot. These railings come up and you stow them right here. They're little holders. Lift the lifelines and you can easily swing the dinghy over. It just makes it that much easier. You don't have to go that extra 3 feet. Either way, forward or port end, starboard. Let's take these stairs down. And we will move inside. I gotta admit, normally when I'm on these boats, the inside is what really wows you. But this boat, it's the exterior. For this year, it's 2000. It is just, I just love it. Maybe it's just because I've detailed boats for 20 years and you just really grow to appreciate a freshly all-gripped boat. I mean, deck, hull, everything, and the colors, beautiful. Let's head on into the salon. All right, here we go. Nice and cool. Crisp AC blowing. Now, not to say that I don't like the interior. I'm just saying that interior, man, she really is popping. Let me just start off by showing you this. This is the original flyer for this boat, I think is what I was told. They have a 37. Now, if that don't look like a Nordic tug, that's not, but that's more, this is what we're on, and it doesn't have that same look, but I actually like this better than the 37. Really pretty. And there's a 48. I like the lines on this 40 better, but of course that 48, that looks comfy. It's an older line, been around for a while, just not a lot of them have been built. If you can get your hands on one, I think you've got, a kind of a rare boat. Now, it's teak, mostly teak, except for the wrap there. That's mahogany, but teak headlining. Accents there with the grab rail. Now, if you did have guests, there's a track here and a curtain that can be run. And yeah, then you can have your own little space back here in the galley, or in the salon, I should say. A little privacy. Look in here, some of the storage. Got some chemicals, cleaning products. We got our AC unit, return air vent. Windows seem to be pretty tight. We'll look around as we go, but I don't see anything. Didn't see anything when I first came on board. And the backing material is all vinyl along the bulkheads. Good visibility. All the way around. Here's that mahogany wrapped, going right on into the head. Should have hit the galley first, but here we are. Nonetheless, marine elegance, Raritan head, and this is the only head, and it's right here, easily accessible for everyone, but does have a shower door, so it's kind of rare. Right here in the salon, this size of a boat, with a full stand-up shower and sliding bifolding door. A pretty little green seashell wash basin. And this is the highlight really, because it just basically the center point anyway of the boat. You're in the galley. The owners that built these boats, they were cruising around in Tollycrafts, and they loved the Tollycraft, but they had so many ideas of things they wanted to change, so they decided to build their own boat. And one thing they wanted for sure was a Galley-Up. You're right here in the salon. You're actually able to pass through to the captain if you're handing them up some snacks. But your visibility, look at this. I mean, open the window, you can throw food scraps out and feed the fishes. No litter. Deep wash basins, twin stainless sink. We've got propane, as we said, 3-top burner, princess stove, as usual, clean as a whistle, microwave, so on and so forth, coffee maker, good ships and wood ships, and friendships. Yeah, you can make some friends on here. Now, it is a single berth, okay, so there's only the V-berth, so you can make friends, but they're going to have to sleep out here. All right, let's head on up. Actually, let's slow down. We've got fridge and freezer. I'm not going to open those. Underneath the sink, a little bit of storage. And here we've got more drawers for knickknacks and silverware and such. Plenty of storage. We've got the hunter green carpeting, offset with a nice rich wood steps. Here we've got our 12-volt DC distribution. Pilothouse lights, cabin lights, radar, depth finder, plotter, autopilot, house battery switch, and over here we have our AC system and our tank tender, generator, 560 hours. We'll get down below and show you that in a little bit. Very cool. Now let me show you this, or I don't forget. A little bit of a, there you go. It popped right open. A little Dutch door. I like it. I'll just leave that open with a little sunshine in. On both sides too. Look at that. Split doors here into the Helm. The owner's added the camera. Really nice. So yeah, we did have, like I said, you could see, and same thing here. We're right on the nose. Okay, so a bit of a shot, but here you got a pretty good eyesight. You can see straight through. If you're tall, you can see up and over. But the owners did add cameras, so give you that extra visibility, you know, line of sight as you're backing her down. Now, I love this. It has a tip out helm, so we just unscrew that and she folds down. Quickly access any wires, get in there and check on things. Here's the hours. It's got a Yanmar, nearly 1,400 hours. Raymarine multifunction. We got the side power, bow thruster. If all else fails and it's getting kind of foggy, at least we've got a compass and make sure we are making way in the right direction. Got some manuals. A little bit of a library, really neat there, I like that. Very comfortable seat for the captain. You know, you're not really gonna reach, well, yeah, there you go. And there is a step that I can put my feet down on, but yeah, super comfy. Could even lay back actually. This might be where you could put one guest to take a nap. And of course, plenty of room for a navigator to sit next to me. Didn't bring my navigator, Sandy, on this one. It was a little bit of a drive and decided I'd go it alone. All right, let's go down below into the V-Berth. 1, 2, 3 steps down. And yeah, there's no finish, no frills on the, just like a kind of like an orange peel texture, fiberglass and gel coat. Here it does have a bit of the vinyl underneath. Plenty of ventilation with it looks like about a 24-inch hatch. Lights are all on. Everything appears to be working. Got a nice cedar-lined hanging locker. I believe this is a queen, Marine Queen. Let's see if we can stick our nose in this anchor hatch. And there you go. It's actually a nice little hatch. I like those latches. I like this boat. I like this boat. Get you guys the pricing as of right now. I know it's over 200. I can't remember, but it's somewhere in the over 200 range. I will get you pricing. We're gonna actually talk to the broker at the end. I met the owners. They showed me all around, but I'm gonna talk to the broker. We'll get a little better price on it for you. But man, I just, previous owners added this, and it's got little safe locks here to keep them from dumping open in heavy seas. But yeah, again, I like this boat. It's very simple, and just really a great boat for 2 people. You're not gonna be able to bring a bunch of people. You could have day guests and so on, obviously, but there's pros and cons. Everything is a compromise. Let's take a look here at this uncompromising Yanmar. Now let's snap this just to make sure I don't get stuck in here forever. Deep bilge in engine room. Hold on here while I go in. Got to be able to monkey around. All right. And there's another hatch in the floor of the galley. Quickly access that shaft and cutlass bearing and bilge pump area. Looks like pretty new looking Raycor filters. A little tight back in there. Right here though, on top of the engine. I mean, I can do jumping jacks, literally. As I said, she's got about 1,400 hours, which is just breaking that thing in. Looks like fairly new batteries. Little Victron Energy inverter, Pronautic battery charging system. The wires look really nice and tidy. Northern Lights generator. Oil change system. You know, just very simple. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Single screw. Easy to access. And just like that, we're out of the hole. Let me show you that other access point. Get this buttoned up. Now, here's a quick access to the bilge. Nice, got a little landing space there to stand on. Pretty accessible. Everything seems to be pretty accessible, well thought out. Again, a line of boats built by cruisers, for cruisers. It looks pretty there, doesn't it? There you go. Very, very neat. All right, well, let's get Jordan on here, the broker, and see if he can tell us a little bit more about the boat. Now for a continual walkthrough on this 2000 40-foot Pacific Trawler. All right, guys, I'm here with Jordan Bohonek of Great Loop Yacht Sales. He's the listing agent on this Pacific Trawler, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the boat.
Hey, glad to have you guys join us today. This is a fantastic representation of a boat. It's always great to bring people on board that the owners are extremely fussy with what they have. And this is a prime example of a boat that has been well cared for, well loved, and well cruised. Brian's done a great job getting you around the boat. A little bit about what we do at Great Loop Yacht Sales. It is our philosophy that our feet are on your boat before anything is listed. We love to make sure that we get a good relationship with not only you, but your boat, so we can represent it the best way possible. I travel all over the country listing boats for great clients, and I would love to have an opportunity to list a boat for you or help you find your next boat to do the loop, coastal cruise, or just spend weekends on the anchor. I want to thank Brian with Harbor Yacht Tours for coming out today and taking a look at Easy Wind, and I would encourage any of you that like what you see to give me a call. My number is listed below, and I would love to give you a showing on this boat.